Howdy, my name's Jared. This is Workshop Wasteland. If this is your first time stopping by, thanks for being here. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button yet, now'd be a great time to do that. If you also haven't thought about sharing this awesome content with your friends, go ahead and do that as well. This is the perfect opportunity. Over the next month, or the whole month of October, my plan is to produce one quick workshop trick or treat every day for the whole month. It's going to be great, and you're going to be here for the ride because you're going to subscribe, and that's going to be awesome. So, without further ado, this will be day number 1, video number 1, October number 1 of Workshop Tricks and Treats. This one's going to be pretty sweet. It's going to involve the lathe and a way to dial in a part that I bet you haven't thought of before. So, machinist tricks or treats, video number 1. This is a square part in my lathe, and I need to dial it in the lathe. So we have a square part. It's dimensionally the same, just longer as this, and we need to dial that in so that we can make a square part round. And of course we're going to use a 4-jaw independent chuck. So the traditional, or kind of the simple, I guess, so the way that most people probably do this is just like this: put an indicator in your tool post, or affixed somewhere to the lathe, and kind of indicate it off of here. Let me get you dead on to 0. So the kind of hang up to this is you have to move this back and forth until the needle doesn't move anymore, which is right there. Now I'm going to 0 my indicator. Alright, so now we're on 0. But now to turn this part, I got to turn the chuck to the other side. I need to use my fingers, pull the needle back on the indicator, and do that again. Turn it until the needle no longer turns, which is somewhere right around there. So obviously that's easy enough to do, right? Then I would go to this side, which is the shorter side, so I'm going to have to move this in like that, and now I have to pull this out even further to get past the long side, and you're just kind of continually going back and forth, right? Again, this is not a difficult thing to do, and it's probably the way most people have done it. But what if I told you there was a much, much simpler way? Need to take my indicator off of my tool post. I really almost never even use this indicator holder, which is just 3D printed, by the way. I'm going to put this into a magnetic base. Sorry, I'm kind of working off camera right now. The next thing that I'm going to do, so I very accurately center drilled the end of my pieces, okay? And it's important that this is pretty darn centered on this piece. If it's not, it's going to make this not work. So then all you have to do, I'm basically stacking dead centers together right now. And then all I need to do is run this one into the back. Okay? Some of you can probably already figure out what we're doing here. Let me slide my carriage out of the way. I'm just going to magnet this down, loosen this up, and I'm purposely going to put my indicator on the back side here. This isn't what I normally do. I usually put it on the top, but I just put it there so that for the sake of the video you can see what's going on. And make sure I got a little bit of pressure with my center. And now whenever I turn this, oops, now whenever I turn this part, if this center drill were out of alignment, it would make the center point in that part run out of round, or run out of concentricity. So as you can see, I have this dialed in well within a thousandth. It's probably more like within a tenth. Oh, the center's spinning right now. Let me make it not spin. But as you can see, I mean, that needle is basically not moving, and my indicator has some travel. So this is just a really quick, easy way to dial it in. I like to put my indicator straight down and then turn my chuck so that this jaw is straight up, and then I know if I need to crank it down or, you know, loosen it up and kind of go back and forth like that. But this truly does work quite well. That's the concentricity of my center actually right now. If I hold it so it doesn't spin, as you can see, we are well within a thousandth, probably well within a half a thou at that point. So this is just a quick little trick. Like I said though, the key to this is that this center point needs to be drilled in the center of your part for this to be, you know, effective or functional in the end. Hopefully, with any luck, you found this useful. If you did, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you'll use this in the future. Thanks for stopping by.